But I
I was
got
gonna
dressed
rip.
up for the show. I even put on my rings. I'm
Oh
going to
my
have to
goodness.
send you some pictures of these, Marcus. This is the WWE Hall of Fame ring on
Oh
this
yeah.
side. And we had one of the 2011 had one of the nicer Hall of Fame rings. I know Jake,
Beautiful.
he just got like a WWE on it. Didn't look too good. And this ring, of course, was the big diamond in it. That's from being one of the most collectible action figures in the world. They gave me one with a nice diamond. This one looks like a high school a graduation one, but the collector's one gave me a nice big one with a diamond, and it's a size 20, brother. You know, like I hear all these people saying he's a big guy. You see these guys, they come out, they got all these big, huge muscles, and they got little tiny wrists and little tiny fingers. You know, I mean, talk about a big man. I mean, Vader was a big man. Brody was a big man. Ultimate Warrior. A lot of those guys were really blown up, man. But if the big guy is a big man, Stan Hansen. I mean, guys like that, big, raw bone, tough men. And of course, that was the kind of deal. You know, what was your favorite move? I said, favorite move, I kick and punch. Are you kidding? Favorite move. But anyway, I don't get a chance to wear my rings very often. You know, I'm not a dress up kind of guy. I don't wear a lot of jewelry. I don't have a watch or a gold necklace or nothing like that. That's Theodore.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so I get to wear the rings once in a while and show them off. They're great. And even though WWE, because I do a lot of charity with the NFL guys, you know,
Yep.
and shoot, their ring is like a
Oh yeah.
basket of diamonds on there. And they're like, what's that ring for? I'm like, oh, Hall of Fame. You think Vince would have gone ahead and sprung for some big, elaborate rings, but it's great to have it. It's great to be in the Hall of Fame. It's an honor to be in there, man. So,
Man,
so
unbelievably
that
cool.
kind of explains where I am with all dressed up and my rings on and my hair. I even got a little mousse in my hair.
You look like $1,000,000, my friend. And
Mousse.
let me say, I do have to ask before we let it slide. You said you won a ring for the most collectible action figure. What is that about?
Yeah, this was. Let me show you. This one was in 1920. Oh, excuse me, 1920. I've been around a while. 2020, right before the pandemic hit. We were in Las Vegas. Deborah and I were in Las Vegas, and they awarded me with this one of the most collectible action figures in the world. They had a big collectible convention in Las Vegas, and out of nowhere, they called me and invited me out, gave me this beautiful ring. We had a nice hotel room. And it was right when we caught the last flight out of Vegas, Deborah and I did, before they shut down the airlines. It was right before the pandemic really hit. But it's a
Wow.
gorgeous ring, a beautiful diamond. I mean, it's a nice ring, and it's nice to know that when I'm one of the most collectible action figures around. You know, that's the old deal. People go, Hacksaw, I got your doll. I said, they're not dolls, they're action figures, you know.
That's right.
Except
It's
when
got
my
to be
daughters were little, you know, I'd have a Barbie and a hacksaw. I'd be like, ooh.
It's got to be your
Just
LJN
kidding, honey,
figure.
just kidding.
It's just joking, Deborah.
Oh, she know after 40 years.
It's got to be your LJN figure, right? That's like the black labeled one or something. That's the one I can think of. That's your most collectible, I would guess.
Yeah, that's the old big rubber ones, I guess, you know, and
Yeah.
considering the other people that were in it, but I guess internationally, for some reason, you know, the old hacksaw action figure with the 2x4, you know, you got to have that 2x4. A lot of people have the action figure, but they lose the 2x4, you know,
Yep.
if they're not in the box, of course. And the 2x4 is almost expensive as the action figure on eBay and stuff.
Oh yeah, I've seen people
Yeah,
sell
who
them
knows? Of
separately.
course, I joke. I said they're almost antiques. So